know, it's been a long time since I posted. Welcome to my new room. I've just moved recently. I'm still getting it all set up. Lots of chaos over here and sound panels that still need to go up, but I wanted to make a quick video about the incident at Galley House. This track is called Prelude, and it's the title track. It's the track that probably most showcases the brief from the developer. And I just want to talk a little bit about the relationship with Evil Trout and how it works as a composer. I got the brief, it's probably been over a year ago, and they really wanted piano-driven music, slow tempos, clearly in the mystery investigation wheelhouse. And though when I saw the brief and saw the scope of the game, I immediately had lots of big ideas: Chopin nocturnes, jazz ballads, the opening scene to The Shining, lots of references. They were open to some synth elements, more, kind of 80s contemporary synth wave to a degree. They were interested in it, but they really wanted piano music. So when it was time to do the title track, the reality is there wasn't much time. I had to get this done in just a couple of weeks. I believe they needed it turned around. They wanted to use the title track in a trailer. So it was not the time to experiment. It's a new relationship. They're trusting you. They believe you can do it, but you have to deliver what they're asking. And it's not a time to strike out, to kind of try to, even if you think you've got some idea that you would think would be great for their game. When the time is short and it's new in the relationship, you really just got to nail the brief as best you can. And so that's what this Prelude track is. I think it's really what they were asking for the game. You want the developer to go, wow, that's great, that's exactly what I wanted, or that's better than I expected. What you don't want is for them to be like, I'm not sure about this. That's a step backward at the very beginning. So keep that in mind when you're given a brief. I think it's a good idea, at least in a new relationship, to show them right away that you can do the brief that they're envisioning. And then, there should be a lot of music in a game, so you have places where you can go do things that you like to do and experiment a little bit more and be creative. One thing I did in this track, Prelude, is I did try to introduce very subtle synth elements. It's kind of hidden, but I wanted there to be some synths, even in synthesizers in this title track, even though it's a kind of bit Chopin nocturne, very piano oriented, orchestral embellishment, but I did introduce a little bit of synths. But the next track here, this is called The Parlor, and this I don't know exactly what order they put it in the game, but this was sort of the first track in the playlist as I presented it. So I'm just talking about it as if it's the first track in the playlist, but I really wanted to depart from the title when I got to Parlor. As we got into investigations and you have this looping playlist, I really wanted to bring in some other atmosphere, bring in some of the jazz elements, bring in synths, a little bit more modern of a feeling. But the way it connects, because I'm departing somewhat from the brief. I'm not departing that much because the brief was piano-led, slow tempos. Well, Parlor is centered around a very simple jazz ballad progression on piano. Piano is up front, and I made it quite aged sounding, so there's something antique about it, and yet there's brushes and electric bass and electric guitar and some synthesizers, a little bit of orchestral stuff going on, lots of kind of crackly electronic type sounds. So bringing in a lot of new elements but the core of it is grounded still on the brief. Piano-led, slower tempos, mysterious. And even though this track is kind of peaceful almost, haunted and peaceful, I think it connects because keeping the brief in view was kind of my goal. So just remember, at the beginning of a relationship with a developer, don't get ahead of yourself. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Make sure you give them what they're asking for and earn the ability to experiment as you go. And a lot of times some developers, they just trust you implicitly, and other developers, they're particular. They know what they want. So you have to show them that you can do what they're asking for. I really appreciate your time. Thanks for watching.